You need to watch this video if you are planning to start your journey as a fashion designer. Now, here are the tips on how to start your journey as a fashion designer. The first one is you need to be determined. Now, what did I mean you need to be determined? You need to know within yourself. You need to know within yourself that yes, I want to start fashion designing, and no form of distraction is going to make you move from your focus. You need to be focused. You need to also be patient. Now, the second tip that you are going to need in your journey as a fashion designer is finding a very good fashion school in your area. Now, I tend to see many beginners. Maybe you are let's say you are in Sokoto, and you decide to go to Taraba because that is where you want to, that is where you feel is the best. Now, because the school in Taraba is the best, that doesn't mean that the fashion schools in Sokoto where you are not the best. So it is best to find fashion schools that are good. Now, how do you find a good fashion school? The first thing that you need to know is to ask around. Please, what do you know about this so fashion school? What do you know? Check online, check the person's work, check how she teaches, check her online presence. Those are the things that you need. You don't need to go to Taraba. Now, why I will not advise you to go to Taraba? Don't mind me. I'm just using Taraba as an example. Now, if you want to go to Taraba, to go to fashion school, now you're going to think of the stress. Fashion school on its own is stressful. That is one fact that you need to know. Fashion school on its own is stressful. Though at the end of your program, you're going to enjoy the benefits of it, but it is going to be very, very stressful. Now, the third one that you need, the third tip that I'm going to give you as a beginner entering into his or her journey as a fashion designer, is to immerse yourself. Make it a hobby to read textbooks, especially when it comes to pattern drafting. Read textbooks, read online. When you go online, you're going to see a lot of free textbooks. I'm going to post a video talking more about I'm going to be giving you free textbooks that you can see online. Now, when you are entering into fashion design, it is very, very important that you immerse yourself in reading online pattern drafting textbooks. There are also books about fashion design too. You just make sure that you are familiar with all these textbooks. The third one is connect yourself with other fashion designers, either online or in the area. Now, when it comes to online, you can decide to follow other fashion designers that already have experience. They post their work, they post their process. Nowadays, they post stories of how they made a design. You can learn something from that. You can also learn from groups too, Facebook groups. You can learn on YouTube. YouTube is also an app that also helps fashion design. So you can go ahead and join one of these groups, follow fashion designers, to make yourself familiar with the process of making dresses, what goes on in a fashion house, what goes on in the mind of a fashion designer, so that it doesn't become new to you. So it won't be new to you. Now, the next tip I'm going to give you is to find a mentor. Yes, having a mentor in fashion design is good. The person might not know you are she is your mentor, but you follow their work. It gives you that encouragement. And when you are finding a mentor, make sure the mentor you are looking for in fashion design, her goals, her designs aligns with your own. Fashion designers, as a person, if you want to become a fashion designer, you have to be creative on your own. You understand? You don't base on other people as a fashion designer, because a fashion designer is a person. So whatever you are creating should give you an insight of who you are as a person. So I will advise you to look for a mentor, someone that will inspire you, to do more, to create more designs. Now, the third one is to find ways to explore. Now, what do I mean by finding ways to explore? It means that when you are as a fashion designer, you can use your birthday to, you can create designs for your birthday shoot. You can just create a design randomly. You don't need to wait for your birthday. You can create a design randomly, and post it online. Oh, I made this. You look for stories about it. The story that what inspired you to make the dress, what made you to think of that design. That is another one. And this tip is something that is ongoing. You don't make one design and you stop. No. And when you are making another, if you make one, let's say you make one in January and you want to make another one in March, whatever style that you designed in January, you're not going to use the style to design again in March. You find another inspiration, you find another design, create another design to about the style you are creating for the next for your next project. Now, the last one I'm going to be talking about is very, very important, and which our fashion schools don't really talk about. I don't really know now, but we don't really talk about it, and which is going for internship after you finish your program in fashion design. I'm not talking about people that are already sewing, that they went for an upgrade. No, I'm talking about people that they've not had any idea. You are a beginner in fashion design. When you started fashion school, you did not know anything about sewing machine. You've not sewn on a machine before. When you finish your program, either it is 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, the next thing you need to do is to go for internship. Go for internship. It is very, very important, because when you know how to sew and you don't have experience, trust me, it is going to draw you back in your process. So it is better you go for internship. Look for a reputable fashion house or a reputable fashion designer who you know that is good at her work. Then you can apply for internship at her fashion house. It is going to help you in your journey as a fashion designer. I hope this video is going to help you, dear intending fashion designers or intending students, in your journey as you are starting fashion design. Thank you all. I'm going to see you in the next video.